From the studios of Tucson Business RadioX, recorded in the Stewart Title corporate offices on Broadway, you are now listening to The Mark Bishop Show. And now here's your host, Mark Bishop.
Welcome to another Mark Bishop Show. You know, as signs of a flattening curve emerge, we ask ourselves how to plan for either a health-conscious return to work or more time working from home. Let's find out. I want to welcome Jennifer Petersen. Good morning.
Good morning, Mark.
Folks, Jennifer is the Workplace Solutions Expert and Vice President, Members and Brand at the Hon Company. Jennifer, American businesses and workers have risen to the occasion. Do you think that with video conferencing on platforms like Zoom and Google Meet, and many companies are now strongly considering regular work-from-home policies as a result? Is that what you're finding?
You know, it is. We're finding a lot that companies now are thinking about, you know, how productive their employees have been from home, and, you know, how we can work so much differently than we ever, I think, imagined before. So companies are starting to think about how do they create maybe a corporate standards program to get people in the right spaces in their homes so that they are productive and it's promoting good health for them as well. And we have put together some fantastic solutions in this space that provide people the ability to set up a home office in, you know, even a small space that's shared with your living room, to get people away from the dining room table or off the sofa and into an ergonomic task chair, or working from a height adjustable table or the appropriate desk, so that they are healthy and more productive.
Yeah, well, that's sharing, you know, some insight for us. Of course, you know, before all of this, we had remote workers, but never highlighted the way it is now. You know, those that were lucky to work from home, usually it was have time off to have a baby, or, you know, if you were ill or something else, or you're in another state or another country. How can companies find a happy medium between appropriate spacing and a people-focused environment while making employees still feel safe?
Yeah, so, you know, there are really a few things to consider here as we start to think about bringing people back into the office environment. And I think the first thing to think about here is understand how your employees are feeling. Get a pulse on what's going on with them. What are they concerned about? What needs do they have? And start to incorporate that into what the office environment will look like when they get back. You know, the current recommendation right now is to space people out 6 feet apart. So, you know, at our headquarters in Muscatine, Iowa, we are doing some simple things right now around modifying workstations, removing seating in meeting rooms to create kind of a maximum occupancy and allow for more distance, but also rearranging our commons and lounge areas to create the right traffic flow and promote social distancing all around. Another really great thing to consider here is thinking about how we give people their personal space in an open work environment. Mm-hmm. Many businesses have moved to this open work environment. So giving people, you know, maybe some glass or acrylic screens to divide the space and provide a little bit more protection, or a specialty acoustical product even, creates a really cool look, but helps people have a space to their own when they come back.
So glass stack-ons can be added to installations, right? This increases the panel height while still letting in the natural light, so to speak.
Absolutely, yes. We have some great products that we are bringing to market that are going to allow for exactly that, you know, a stackable solution on top of your existing cubicle that will allow the light to come in, or a freestanding divider that you can put between spaces as well.
Installing panels, cleanable vinyl or the laminate options. I mean, now we go into the banks, don't we? We go into different places. We've got these plastic screens in front of us. Streamline communication, I guess, determine how to use the variety of technology at our disposal to communicate efficiently. What works for some, I guess, Jennifer, wouldn't work for others, though.
Right. And, we have, as an organization, within our company even, we have grown by leaps and bounds in the last few months with our ability to communicate virtually. And there are a variety of platforms out there. I'm doing, these meetings this morning via Zoom, which is working fantastic. And we're using Microsoft Teams at our company to collaborate and hold meetings. And, I think the approach there for businesses is to really think about how do you educate your employees on how to use the tools to their fullest extent, but also changing behaviors so that people are meeting with their teams a little bit more regularly because they can't bump into each other in the hallway and create those office explosions, if you will, where they
the water tank, whatever it's called. What is it? The
water cooler talk.
There you go. That's human interaction. The Monday morning quarterback, or the how did the date go on the weekend? The good old water cooler. What about home place wellness for those that continue to work remotely? Smart adjustments to current habits that can promote wellness? I mean, do you still look for ways to do things for the home office as well?
Yes, definitely. So, some really smart habits to consider are, setting a regular time to get up in the morning and go to work. Getting ready for the workday from an attire perspective. Don't go in your pajama pants. Also thinking about how you create some breaks in the day, because it can become very draining being on video conferences for hours upon hours. So getting up and taking a walk around the house, or grabbing a cup of coffee and taking a deep breath and setting some of those boundaries are important.
Mm-hmm.
And also having the right solutions. So businesses creating a corporate standards program to get the right products in the home with their employees is really important to drive wellness and productivity.
Yeah, that makes sense. The chair, the ergonomic height is critical. I've got one of those, desk things that you can raise up with the computer on top and stand up for a while. And I've noticed the difference even doing that. Yeah, that's good. So very interesting. And now you're Vice President of Members and Brand at the Hon Company. They specialize, obviously, in this type of thing. How are you being accepted by, the big corporates? Do they understand now they've got to have a mind shift?
Yes, definitely. We have a fantastic network of dealers across the country that are providing advice. They're acting as advisors to these companies to help them think through, a simple checklist for returning to the office, and also what they need for their employees in the home to work from home as well. And also, we've been in business since the 1940s, so we've brought to the market long-standing, made-to-last products that and companies are looking to us, as the experts for that advice, so that we can help them, either return to the office in full or have this happy medium between work from home and back in the office as well.
Yeah, I guess it goes all the way. We've just at my golf club as an example. They put little things on the bottom of the door that you can open up with your foot instead of having to use the handle. Just a little thing like that,
Yes, definitely. All of those touch points that you can think about removing for people. So having the door pulls and using even an arm pull. We also are implementing hand sanitizer stands throughout the office footprint so that people have easy access to a touch-free experience there. And in addition, thinking about your front entrance of your building, how are people going to come in and think about the new processes that you might have to do with a temperature check or a health screening scenario, and having the right experience for them there with the right sanitization products readily available at everybody's fingertips throughout the day. It instills confidence with your employees and your guests when you have things set up in a really professional, smart way. Right.
It helps you because as a human being, we tend to forget. You do things automatically. The next minute, oh my God, I've touched that. Oh, that. So you take away a lot of that worrying. Very interesting. Now, the HonCompany.com, is that correct?
Yep, Hon.com. HON.com is where you can find us. And on our website, we have a couple of spaces where you can find a checklist and a guidebook for returning to work, the healthy workplace, and some inspiration, as well as a place to click and learn more and get some advice on work from home solutions for your employees or for yourself as an individual. And again, we have a trusted network of dealers across the country that are ready for your phone calls to, and they'll help you through whatever process you need to get everybody back to work.
That's great. That is great. Thank you, Jennifer. Jennifer Petersen, ladies and gentlemen, the workplace solutions expert and vice president of and members of and brand. Vice president, members and brand at the Hon Company. Thank you, Jennifer. Have a great week.
Thank you so much. Yeah, thanks for having me.
You're welcome. Goodbye now.